Spotlight Livestream. We're here with Todd and Marco from Level 99 Games. I'm Jason Horonsky, CEO of XP Network. Guys, tell me a little bit about what you do. We'll start with Marco and we'll go over to Todd.
Hey, it's me, Marco. I'm the lead developer for Level 99 Games, I guess. People always ask me what that means. I say that if your designer is your architect, your developer is your engineer. So it's my job to make sure that Brad and everybody else's designs don't buckle under the weight of players playing it. So, balance and database stuff. That's me. Todd, you're going.
I'm the marketing director for Level 99, as well as handling all of our crowdfunding efforts. And that's mostly what I do, is the outreach to the community and trying to make sure that people know all these great games that Marco and Brad and everybody else work on.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. And I'm longtime friends with Level 99 Games. I have known Brad for years. I don't even know how many years now. We worked together quite a bit when I ran Jasco Games. We did a bunch of crossovers with you guys with Exceed, Mega Man Pixel Tactics. We had a bunch of your IPs for Indines and for Seventh Cross in UFS universes back in the day.
Yeah.
So like we go pretty far back, and it's great to have you guys on the show. For everybody viewing, right now is your chance to check out the QR code for your bonus 50 XP. And if you stay tuned to the end of the show, we're going to do a wheel spin, and one lucky winner will win 500 bonus XP. And this is where I'm going to take 5 minutes to just talk about XP Network and our partnership with Level 99. So if you watched last week, you kind of have the gist of it, where we're the all-in-one gaming platform. So we do rewards and loyalty points. So you can go out and play a game, go do a tournament, do a D&D night, do a book club, and get XP from your favorite publishers, your favorite retailers. If your retailer hasn't signed up yet, we actually have an early bird special right now, just launched. It's $1 to get into the beta, $1 a month for your store. And that links Shopify, links Stripe, does all the cool things. And then after the beta, limited time, $19.99 a month. So awesome deal for you guys. And then in addition to the Shopify, we do ticketing, we do tournaments, we do organized play, leaderboards. We have achievements. So when you go on and get XP from Level 99, they will give you custom achievements. If you're following this week's Spotlight, you've already got a couple of those. They'll send you news and notifications. All their events, tournament, all that stuff will be through our platform. So thank you guys so much for joining. And we have communities coming soon. The wallet for your XP is coming soon. So the way XP works is you get XP from us universally. All XP from every publisher and every retailer you can use on the XP Network store. That's why our prices are temporarily cranked through the roof. Hang tight. Those prices will come down to be normal here pretty soon. We're working on a Shopify update, and then you'll be able to get a bunch of stuff from the XP Network store, but you'll also be able to earn Level 99 Games XP that is only usable on their store. You cannot use Burger King to buy McDonald's, as we say. We also have leaderboards and leagues coming soon, so stay tuned to those. And this is where we're going to jump into, you guys get a chance to talk about the news. I know you have a big thing right now, the Kickstarter going, and we'll start with that, and any kind of bonus giveaways and anything you guys want to talk about, exciting things for your community. We have 10 minutes to just talk Level 99.
All right, well, let's just jump right into it with the Kickstarter that we just announced, which is for Exceed 7th Cross, which is coming back. It is a reprint of the Season 2 of Exceed, and people have been very excited about it. Season 2 has been out of print for quite a long time. It was one of those sets that a lot of people seem to want, hunted for, and haven't been able to find over the years. So we're real excited to bring that back to them. And like I said, it will be a reprint, but a few characters that we don't have the licenses for anymore will be coming back as Echo characters. They'll have new art, new characters to represent them, but they will be the same mechanics as some of those other characters. Now, the really cool thing is right now, if you follow the campaign before it launches right now and you back, you will get a exclusive 99 Heroes pack featuring artwork by the same artist who did Exceed 7th Cross. So it'll be even more cards from him.
It'll be Wicked Alucard who did that art. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, it's the sketches for 7th Cross. like world building sketches, Todd. So it's like if you wanted to see more of these characters interacting with each other, you can see it right there in the 99 Heroes set. I believe like the promo art that's on the cover is Zolt at the bar, drinking some whiskey or something. So that's great.
Right. And yeah, so the cool thing too is if you haven't seen them, the level 99 or 99 Heroes cards, I should say, are big, and they're very cool. This is one of the characters from Bullet, and it of course has a game you can play as well using standard playing cards, and so it's like getting a whole new free game just for backing a different one. And Mark,
Right.
why don't you tell them more about season 2 and what was exciting about it?
Yeah. So I think right now on the stream they're showing 99 Heroes cards that you'll get if you do some cool stuff on the XP network, right? You have Calstar, Karen, and Hikaru. These cards are going to be there as part of the XP network. So guys, really, do some stuff, get that XP. You will get these cool 99 Heroes cards for Calstar, Karen, and Hikaru. But I digress. Let's talk a little bit about 7th Cross Exceed Season 2. 7th Cross is set in the world of, I actually don't know if we've settled on a name for it yet. Internally, we call it Leviant, but sometimes we just call it the world of 7th Cross. It's a world where magic is real, and it corrupts you as you use it. So it's a dark fantasy world. So if you like that Dark Souls vibe, if you like, I guess, like Berserk or stuff like that, this'll be up your alley. If you like Darkstalkers, that's also
every single
really
thing you
alley.
just said is up my alley. So yeah, you're nailing it right now.
Yeah, let's go. Magic exists in the hearts of man, and as you use magic, it slowly corrupts you, and it turns you into a monster. So monsters are real, but monsters are people, right? So as you use magic and it corrupts your soul from deep within, you basically berserk out, turn into a giant monster, and now hunters from the church have to come out and kill you, right? Because otherwise magic will run rampant throughout the earth. So the church is there trying to enforce anti-magic laws. Some people want to use magic despite it turning you into a monster because, absolute power corrupts, it's tempting, and things like that. So you have a power struggle between people who use magic and people who want to enforce restrictions on magic and trying to see who wins out in the end. All of these characters in Exceed Season 2, if you've never seen it before, this gets represented as their Exceed mechanic. So unlike all other characters in Exceed, when you exceed as a Season 2 character, your entire ability changes, right? So most of the time when you play an Exceed character, you start off with a power that's like, +2 speed, right? Or something like that. And then when you flip and go to your Exceed side, you get like +3 speed, right? So, you just get a stronger version of your original power. But in Exceed 7th Cross, you could have a power that's like +2 speed. And then when you flip, it's like, you exile your entire hand. Then now you can do some other thing with the cards you just exiled, right? Like it's an entirely separate power. It works entirely differently, which essentially makes your character a 2-in-1. They have one game plan on their front side and a different entire game plan on their back side. But both game plans kind of work with the cards they already have. So it's kind of really interesting because most Exceed characters, they just want to flip right away because it's almost always a straight upgrade. But the Season 2 characters, you have to weigh that power on what you lose. Right, you might gain more power by giving into the magic and turning into a monster, but you will lose access to your human side abilities. So, figuring out when to exceed, how to exceed, whether or not you actually want to exceed, that's something that's only really played with in Season 2. That's where it started. Season 2 also has a really cool mechanic called Transforms, which are essentially like permanent bonuses that you get for the rest of the game when you activate them. So these characters are really playing for the long game, right? They start off in their weak-ish human forms, slowly get stronger with Transforms, and then at some critical mass, some critical moment, they Hulk out, essentially, turn into a giant monster, turn into a giant airplane, turn into a giant like lion or something, and then they become a Dark Souls boss and kill you.
if anybody's watching the Spotlight Week and isn't familiar with Level 99, these things are super cool. The artwork is awesome. And like I said, we worked a lot with you guys in the past. And for the Level 99 longtime fans, fun fact, and I don't know if I should say this, but I'm going to say this. I do have the rights to Red Horizon back, and I have been talking to Brad a little bit about maybe doing something with those Red Horizon characters in the future. We don't know when or what, but I do have those rights personally back in my possession, and we can do some cool stuff.
Nice. Yeah, yeah, because Red Horizon was season 1 of Exceed, right? Like, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and we're developing some new artwork for that as well. I actually have a new commission from Jason Carty for Super Skullman 33.
Hey.
One of my favorites. So that's going to be fun. I don't know what we're going to use the art for yet. I like to use it in XP Network for some achievements and stuff, but Level 99 Heroes could really be a cool way to use it. And if you haven't played that game, those giant cards are sweet. I mean, it's basically a piece of art on the back of the card. You can put those up in a frame, and you don't even need to play the game, or you play the game and you have a big card anyway.
Yeah, I believe, you know, Todd, correct me if I'm wrong, we joke that that's a collectible that happens to be a game, as opposed to a game that is collectible.
That makes a lot of sense. The director here is telling me, remember to click or check out this QR code at the bottom of the screen to get your 50 XP bonus. We kind of forget to remind you guys of that. This is your only chance to get that is during the live stream.
All right.
You do have to sign up for the event and scan it, get your 50 XP bonus. Yeah, you guys too. I typically try to sign up for all these too, because a lot of these achievement cards are super cool and foily, and you guys have like really awesome art on them. So I'm collecting as many of them as I can while we do these Spotlight Weeks myself. So yeah, that's awesome stuff.
Is that allowed, Jason? Are you allowed to get, you know, are you allowed to pilfer the coffers of your own XP network?
Well, you know, I do have to use it on your store. If I buy it from myself, I mean, I guess it's not accomplishing much buying it from myself. But I want the level 99 XP just as much as I wanted Rising Empire last week, you know, so I can go in and get some games. And I'm going to be back in your Kickstarter too. So it's I saw these games when they're in development back in Santa Fe with you guys, and they're super cool.
Oh, wow. That was so long ago, dude. My gosh.
Yeah, about a year, maybe more.
Yeah. About a year, maybe more is a good time frame for almost everything, man.
That's how, hey, you know, game development in the back end, like the general public doesn't probably realize how long it takes to conceptualize a game, market a game, bring it to market, distribute the game, and then get everyone playing the game. It's a long journey. And while you're finished with one game on the dev side, you're already working on like 10 games ahead. So
yeah.
These weird life cycles from the public to the private developer side.
Yeah, you know, I always tell Todd and Josh and Brad that I work in the future, right? Because I'm the developer. So while everybody else is like, you know, doing 7th Cross Exceed right now, which, you know, I assume Todd can tell you so much about. I'm working on like, you know, 5 other games that you've never heard of.
And queue up your Q&A for everybody too. If you have questions, we're going to jump into Q&A here pretty soon about Level 99 games, the Kickstarter, any of their new products, any of their old products, or anything XP Network related. If you're new to XP Network, you may have a lot of questions. We're here to help. And what are you guys doing for organized play coming up? Because we would love to jump in and really help any kind of organized play. And this does not mean it has to be competitive play, because I know a lot of the games you guys do are casual and competitive. We're happy to just give achievements to be a community and grow that community. So if there's anything we can do to help you guys, we would love that too.
All right. Well, Todd, you can handle that.
Well, yeah, a lot of our stuff has been mostly family at home, casual play oriented. And we, now that Exceed is beginning to put its toes back out in the water, we're going to see how the community reacts to that, how the campaign does, and then we'll be making some plans about its future, which could very well involve some organized play before all is said and done with that one. So
yeah, the
that's
reason I
definitely
brought it up is even for the casual and family games, this is kind of your first opportunity with a way to reward people for just gathering for a game night and not have to beat each other in the face and sit through 100 rounds of Swiss tournaments and then go into another day of finals. And, that's all fun and it's awesome. Like I played a lot of CCGs and Warhammer and stuff like that, where there's
Oh
tournaments all
gosh.
day. But then there's also like RPGs and board games and party games and family games, and they don't get quite as much love on the organized play side. So
Right.
we're really pushing our publishers to think outside the box, because now that you can do achievements for just gathering, we can give achievements to your local hobby shop gatherings, to your local game night clubs, and encourage people to just get out more and be a community using XP, and then use that XP to get more games. So kind of complete that loop. So yeah, we would love to do more casual events and leaderboards
It's
for like the casual players.
Yeah, this might be, Todd, this might be a good idea, right? Like, we have that TTRPG coming up. We have Salty, right? Oh gosh, Salty.
great. So I want to talk a bit about this one real quick. Over on our Discord on Thursday nights, you can join Marco and Brad as they usually play test upcoming projects that we've got. And lately, that we've been doing Thursday Night Salt, which is for a game that's coming out here called Salty Scratchers. Which imagine, and I'm not spoiling anything because they've been playing it online with people already.
It's so public.
It's so public. Imagine going and buying a lottery ticket with a whole bunch of scratch offs on it, and then you're going to have characters that have those scratch offs, and each round, all the players gamble on them, and you gamble on various aspects, like who's going to win, how much they're going to win by, different other measurements that might come out, and then the active player is going to take a coin and scratch off one spot on each fighter, and then you can compare the values that come up, and that fighter won that round. Now, each fighter has some unique things they can do if you reveal the word that matches their special ability.
I believe they're called gimmicks. I think we just started calling them gimmicks.
Right. Yeah. The ability is called a gimmick. And so you continue to play and you'll do these little tournaments with them. And at the end, whichever character ultimately won the whole thing and made it to the end, you're going to scratch them. You're going to put a sticker on them to show that they were the winner. And then you can play it again another time. And when a character comes up who's had some of their cards scratched off, you just scratch off the other places. And they continue to fight tournament after tournament. And of course, the first question that gamers ask is, well, what happens when everything is scratched off? Like, it's over, right? And oh no, it's not over. Marco, why don't you explain a little bit about the Underground Fight Club?
Right. So, as Todd already mentioned, this is kind of a game where fictional like tournament fights happens. It's like, imagine like betting on Evo. That's kind of the vibe, right? Like you're seeing like crazy fighting game characters like beat the heck out of each other, and you just bet who wins. But as Todd said, there's like a legacy element to this game because they're scratch cards. As you scratch off, you'll eventually run out of things to scratch off on these fighters. And so I asked Brad that same exact question Todd asked. It's like, what happens when a fighter runs out? Well, when a fighter runs out of scratch spaces, they retire. They just stop being used in the regular game. And then we have a secret mechanic where if enough fighters have retired, it turns out that all the retirees still fight in tournaments, and there's an underground fight club that happens where all the retired fighters still continue on and fight with their fully scratched off cards. So now there's an entirely different set of bets. There's an entirely different mechanic to determine who wins every round. I won't spoil that just yet. But yes, so you run out of spots on the fighters, but they don't become obsolete. They become part of an entirely separate game mode that isn't available until you play the first game mode enough times.
This is going to be stupidly addictive.
You should see the chat. It's just salt everywhere. Like there's upsets, there's storylines, dude. Like there's actually legit storylines. Like we've had characters that have won like 1 or 2 tournaments before. We see them come back and we're like, oh my God, it's the champion, Canada Jack, who once summoned all of Canada to beat his opponent. because Canada Jack's gimmick is that if you scratch it, his power becomes the population of Canada. So you have to Google the population of Canada at the current time and
that's
see
the
how
number.
strong it is. Yeah, that's the number. So, he has the highest possible number in the game. Like most other characters are scratching like 30, 40. No, Canada Jack's scratching like 43 million or something. So, he comes back and we're like, oh, it's Jack. And the chat goes completely wild. And then, Jack freaking beefs it. Scratches off a 3 and a 7, loses his first round, and we're like, what a disappointment. Like my money, because you bet everything on Jack, right? And then now you have no money, and so everybody else is ahead of you, and this
is gonna get out of control quick. Hey, we got our first Q&A too. So you guys ready for this one? This sounds like a design question. It says, will there be balance issues between season 2 and more recent Exceed sets?
Exceed is not a CCG, so power creep is not necessarily a thing. In fact, there's reverse power creep. A lot of people say that the earlier sets of Exceed are a bit stronger than the newer ones, but not that far off. Look, here's my point to you, friend. Unless you literally have thousands of games in Exceed and are as good as the veterans who play in those tournaments, those power rankings don't matter, and the Exceed fighters from season 2 can easily play with the Exceed fighters from season 3, 7, 6, and 5 and 4. Like, don't worry about it. They all work properly fine. In fact, I would worry more about your matchup rather than the specific season your character is from. A keep away character against a grappler is always going to be suffering for the grappler. It doesn't matter if the keep away character is from season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Your grappler is always going to eat a bunch of pot shots. It's going to feel miserable. That's just how grappler versus zoner is. That's
lean into that strategy more than those cards, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Exceed as a core system has so much player agency. A lot of people always compare it to like Magic Gathering or, Universus. But there's a big difference between Exceed and all these other games in that your cards don't dictate what actions you can take on a turn. More than, 70% of the actions in Exceed literally do not care about what cards you have in your hand. That should tell you something.
I just got a hilarious Q&A.
All right.
This is a mechanic I just don't know about. Maybe it is, but it says, does the power of friendship ever come into play?
Well, Todd, tell me if the power of friendship ever wins you your games in Exceed.
In Exceed? No, not at all. The power of kicking people in the face is usually the most
there you power.
Go. So yeah, no.
It says obviously otherwise my custom MLP deck would lose.
See, I mean, it sounds like you're playing the wrong game. You should be playing Universus. That's where the power of friendship is the strongest if you really think about it.
Yeah.
I think there's another question coming up from the chat. I'm waiting for them to get it to me. It says Walking Saints question, so I'm going to see what that means.
Well, while we wait on that, I will let everybody know that next week the restock of Spooktacular will be in, and we'll start going out to everybody who's back ordered it. Thank you so much for getting all your orders in. We're really excited to get Spooktacular out to you, and I have a fun story to share. People who are hip to monster movie pop culture will appreciate this one, but nice. On Halloween night down in Texas, Joe Bob Briggs, the host of Monster Vision back on TNT and Joe Bob's Last Drive-In on Shudder, is hosting his all-night movie Spooktacular. And there will be copies of Spooktacular there that will be given away to people, and it's just going to be all part of that celebration. They'll be watching monster movies from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. That night at that big event, and we're just excited to be involved with something that Joe Bob's doing. So
that's awesome. And I just got an update. Your Level 99 Shopify store on XP Network is live now. So if fans want to go in and see your featured items, you can just click on the store on XP Network and see Level 99 Games products. And then you can also just link to the Shopify store for Level 99 Games, and the XP works on the whole store. So cool stuff. Oh, while we're doing plugs until we get to this next question, I did just get it. Pong of Champions live beta is on iOS right now. So if you like fighting games, because obviously we're on that theme, and you like earning XP, you can go on iOS, download the Pong of Champions live beta. We have Battle Pong available now, where you can throw Pong balls at each other and do damage like in Street Fighter, and gain XP and go through all the different achievements. So the more cups you make in Battle Pong, the more XP you can earn. And those achievements do transfer straight over to your XP Network account. So just remember to link your XP Network account to Pong of Champions, and you'll also get a 3,000 XP bonus for linking your account. So this is only during the beta. That XP value is not going to be that high in the future. And then there's a weekly challenge to get, I think it's 1,000 extra XP for winning every weekly challenge. So if you get good at throwing ball in cup, this is our version of skee ball to earn XP every week while you're playing. And in the future, we might have some crossover stuff with our partners. So here's that Q&A. Will it be possible to get any of the other seasons of Exceed through the 7th Cross reprint campaign as add-ons, for example?
Currently, there are none planned for this campaign, but the whole point is we're monitoring this campaign to see how well it does and make those decisions about what we're going to do for the future. So right now it is simply season 2.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And Todd, we don't own the other IPs.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's part of it too, but that doesn't mean there won't be more 7th Cross to come.
We got a last question for you. So how did the Shovel Knight collaboration come to pass?
Oh, wow. Todd, do you know the answer to this, or should I?
That was before my time at level 99, so Marco's going to have to...
Okay, wow. Well, we all know that Shovel Knight is in every indie game, right? Yacht Club's pretty chill about that kind of stuff. They're pretty awesome, if I'm going to be really honest with you. Look, at Level 99 Games, we're literally named after like an old school game thing, right? Like Level 99 was the level cap in a typical JRPG back in the old day, right? So long as you weren't playing a Nippon Ichi software game. So, when Shovel Knight came out, we really liked it. I believe we worked on a Shovel Knight promo in season 2. I think in season 2, a Shovel Knight promo, solo Shovel Knight, was released. So we already worked with Yacht Club on that. And then when we were like, okay, we already did Street Fighter, what are we going to do now? And they're like, what cool IP are we going to get? And I remember we were like, hey, wait, doesn't Shovel Knight have a game mode where it's basically a fighting game, where they basically make a platform fighter? So, we were like, hey, we already have a contact over at Yacht Club. Stop the Yacht Club, see if they're up for it. They're up for it. And we were like, okay, great, but we don't have art. Right? Like, that's really the thing that makes or breaks an Exceed season, is whether or not it has enough art for us to be able to make enough parts, right? Every Exceed character needs at least like 8 different pieces of art to make them viable as an Exceed character, maybe even more, because you might need it for normals or other parts of their kit. So, we were like, but Shovel Knight doesn't have enough art, because it's like we can't just take like the same sprite and use it 8 times. It's not going to be enough for the cards. And then, Yacht Club was pretty cool about it. And then, we were like, hey, what if we just draw new art? And Yacht Club was like, okay. So it was literally so wild to us, because usually publishers and IP holders and licensor holders are way more strict about that kind of stuff, right? Like, you can't just start drawing, like, Jason, Todd, you guys can attest to this. You can't just start making new art for other people's IP while you're working on the license for them, right?
They don't usually like that. Yeah.
They hate it, right? And and if they do allow it, there's so much checks and balances to make sure that the art style matches, blah, 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 blah. Like, when we did Yacht Club, the art for the Shovel Knight season, we were just like, okay, can we make an art? And they're like, yeah, cool. And the approval process, like, this is an exaggeration, but the approval process was literally just like, here's the art. They're like, okay, cool. Like,
that is not normal. I've probably worked on, I don't even know, 3 or 4 dozen different licenses, a lot of fighting games and video games, and licensing approvals is no joke. It takes years.
It takes a
sometimes.
lot.
Like when we did Mortal Kombat, we had a 3-year licensing deal. We had to extend it 2 years and then extend it another 2 years because NetherRealm and Warner Brothers weren't in sync on their licensing stuff, and it just like kept taking longer and longer and longer. So that's one of the like opposite sides of this story, and that led to after a while we got 2-week auto approvals. So after 10 days, if we didn't get like feedback, they would just auto approve our artwork because it was taking.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's not normal. Usually it's just, hey, fix this, go back and forth several rounds. Or you can't even do art. We have to do art. That's another option, right? So
yeah, and that costs more money, right? Because you're gonna have to pay them to pay their artists to make the art, etc. So it was like multiple levels of crazy. But that's kind of how Exceed Shovel Knight came to be, and that's how cool it was.
We're going to move over to the big wheel spin. So I'm going to give everybody about 15, 20 seconds to remember to scan that QR code so you can be entered to win 500 bonus XP. This is 500 level 99 games bonus XP you can use on their Shopify store. So, while we're talking, scan, don't forget. And then we're going to get a lucky winner. I guess we have 10 seconds. Is there any other shout outs before we do the wheel spin?
Shout out to the XP Network.
Thank you.
Shout out to you guys. And then I guess as marketer, I got to plug our own. We also have Dead by Daylight Lightbringer that we'll be getting into people's hands very shortly. That's the next expansion for Dead by Daylight, which is doing fantastic. Dead by Daylight is a great adaptation of the video game, and we'd love people to check that one out as well.
Awesome stuff. You guys have some digital games too, right?
No. Not anymore.
Oh, well, you did back when I was playing your stuff a lot.
Yeah. Back in the day, and then they've been shelved. So
But what I need is more time to game. But we'll get back to that. So I think it's time to cut to the giant wheel, and we're gonna spin and see who the lucky winner is of this 500 bonus level 99 XP. I can't see the screen, so I'm just gonna kind of wait here and see when the director says somebody wins. And then if your name is appropriate, I'll read it out loud.
All right, I see this. I see the wheel. It's spinning.
Oh, Shane's typing. That means somebody probably won.
Mahi 2. Nice.
Yep, Mahi 2. Congratulations, you have 500 bonus XP. That should show up in your account here in a matter of seconds, maybe minutes. But I know that our team's transferring that over to you right now. Congratulations again. Be sure to use that on the Level 99 store. Obviously, there's a lot of cool new releases coming out, so you can either buy something now or wait for the new releases. Definitely back their Kickstarter. This is 1 minute we have to close out. Any final words you guys want to say before we wish everybody a good weekend?
I want to issue a correction. We do have Bullet Surge, but we didn't make that game. We just, we just working with the people who made it.
There you go.
There you go.
I'd just like to say thank you to everybody for supporting XP Network and Level 99 Games. We really appreciate it.
Yep. Thanks, everybody. If you want to be an organizer, go onto your profile and sign up to be an organizer. If you're a retail store and you want support from all of our lovely publishers like Level 99 Games, sign up to be a retailer. It's only $1 a month right now and probably through the rest of the year because we're in live beta. We're not going to charge you for beta at full price. And if you are a publisher and you want to join this beautiful network, please reach out to us the same exact way. Members, you know how to do it. You just log in and you get stuff. That's pretty much how it works. You get rewarded for playing the games you love, buying the games you love, and supporting the communities you love. Otherwise, I'm going to wish you all a great weekend. We're going to go to Row Wrestling in Houston. So XP Network will be there promoting some wrestling in real life.
Nice.
And we'll be promoting Ponga Champions live there too. So if you're in the Houston area, come on by. I know we gave away 2 free tickets as one of our events. So yeah, hope to see you all there. Have a great weekend. Level 99, thank you guys so much. Always a pleasure. We'll see you soon.
Great seeing you guys.
Thanks.